pretty different here, or some spots may look different than yours. But pretty much, this is the homepage. This is how you kind of get everything started. There's a couple of key features that you can see here right off the bat, and that's on the left-hand side. You'll see that your mine, it says your profile is 20%. For you guys, you mainly want to see it hover around 70 or greater. That's pretty much full. I mean, if you want to go for 100, you can, but I'm just saying pretty much like at 70 is where is the sweet spot that I've seen with agents. But that is a key portion we'll be spending our time today. And then we're going to jump into a couple other things like SkySlope and then head over to the one login, which I'll kind of give a brief overview of what we have to offer, just in case you guys have been in the market or looking for that kind of product. I will be jumping into the participants here as they come on in. So apologize if they pause for a moment as I filter people in from the waiting room. So on your one login page, you're going to click this that says profile. It's going to give you an overview of your missing items. Now, I deleted a whole bunch, so I can kind of do this with you guys as we go. You can see right here, it tells you kind of the flow plan or the flow chart of what needs to happen, what needs to be done to make sure your profile is all set up. And it's pretty important that you set up your profile correctly, because a lot of the apps and or information on like websites or Realty One Group related will actually pull from your one zone area. So here you can see we go from step by step from account. We'll work our way through all these tabs at the top here. You can see my zone account info. It's going to be like where your name, personal info. If you have a location, a phone number, a designated title, you will fill that out right here. Let me just move my Zoom bar so I can get the prop. Here we go. Secondary phone number, emergency contacts, things like that. But what we want to come into, you can see there's the billing. But I'm going to jump into public info. That's going to be the important spot. That's where a bulk of your completion will take place. So here we'll just go in one by one. So bio, I mean, this is going to be a bio that you probably have made already, probably in your website, or if you have a brochure somewhere. Typically, you know, a realtor will have a bio, a little bit about them. What is their why? You know, why do they do real estate? How long have they been doing it? Et cetera, et cetera. If you're just new to the business, you know, talk about a little bit about the brokerage and how the brokerage has been changing up the industry for quite some time. And that gives you rapport. If you're afraid you don't have much to say, you can just pull from Realty One Group and do it like that. Like, for example, if I come over here and let's just say I'm going to go to Rock Summit, right? rocksummit.com. I'm going to pull some information from here that I will plug into my bio and use it for myself. Let's see here. Let's go to the unwritten blog. Oh, so you got some more people coming in here. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. Oh, we do. Okay. All right. So this is, I'm just going to yank it. I'm just going to yank a blurb from here. Or let's see here. Let's see what we can get out here. Here we go. Since I'm an admin, this will work for me here, right? So I'm gonna come back, take a blog, take a blurb, paste it in there, and I'm gonna use it as my bio. But for come to websites, like I said, like I just mentioned, we have the one, oh my gosh, this is weird. Okay, thank you, Zone. We have the one, which is a rocksummit.com, which I'll go ahead and go back to the home page and use that. That's used for the website. If you guys don't have your website, you might have one with Sync. You can check in. We'll actually touch base with that in a little bit here. Then we have spots for our LinkedIn profile, our Facebook profile, things like that. So we're just going to plug that in one by one. So for your Facebook profile, of course, you go to Facebook. You'll click on your name right here and copy that link at the top there. Now, if you have your Facebook, you might have a personal one and or a business one. Whichever one that you use to promote your listings or anything real estate related, you must have your title in there and also your brokerage. So as you can see, for example, I just have it here on my thumbnail, right? I'm not an agent, but I use it as an example. I'm not a realtor, but if you did, typically you'd have it up here or right here where it says add bio, it would say like Giancarlo Taylor, realtor with your license number at Realty One Group Summit. You want to make sure you're compliant now with a DRE doesn't come in and slap you with a fine. But let's go back to our stone profile. We'll plug that in right here. Paste. There we go. Twitter. Don't have a Twitter myself, but let's go into YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel, and we kind of, I think I need to do it a certain way because of the cache. Let's do this. YouTube. Now, if you guys aren't aware, we do have our own YouTube channel, and that is YouTube. Really simple. Realty1 Group Summit. Here you will find, here you go, so you can see it right there, easy access. Here we'll find recaps of our previous Tech Tuesdays, which you can see right here as you can scroll down. So you can come in and check it out if there is something in particular that you want to learn more about. But this is our YouTube page, very, very simple to find, Realty1 Group Summit. Just type it in YouTube and you'll be ready to go. We have our Instagram as well, which I'll show you here. Instagram. You can log into your Instagram via a web browser. You just can't really operate from it as in post, but you are allowed to like and comment. You can make, comments, but you can't like post your pictures on there. So this is our Instagram. If you guys have seen it, here you are. If not, we're at ROG Summit. Go ahead and copy that, paste it in there. Just like so. Then we can enter our designations. Now, these are designations like, are you like a certified, specialist in a certain spot in real estate? Like, you're a certified residential military specialist, certified new home builder, things like that. You can plug that in here. You can also do hobbies like, hey, I like to hobbies going for hikes, something that makes you, that can kind of differentiate yourself. Specialties, what do you work at? What's your niche? You have like a special community that you farm or something like that. Maybe you like homes that I'm not sure, like are 100, just something, the specialties that you work with. And then you can have your languages right here. This would be a good spot to enter, if you speak Spanish, if you speak multiple languages, this is a great spot to enter that in right there. So once you're done with that, we go ahead and hit save. Now, if we had to save the top here, this little save icon, you want to make sure you do that, because if you don't do that, then it's not going to save, and you have to do it all over again. And we go to our settings. And that looks good. You have my role as office manager. Perfect. And then we can check out transactions right here, which I won't have because I'm not an agent. But here is on the left-hand side here, you're going to see this option called SkySlope. Now, most, if not all of you have already done this, but the chance that you haven't, I want to make sure that you click on this. Now, you also see that these are all in gold. We have to go ahead and approve this to make sure everything is good to go. And then you'll see the reflection in your profile right here, which will get it all taken care of. So let's go ahead and do SkySlope like I mentioned earlier. So if it's your first time entering SkySlope, it's going to say, hold on, we're creating a profile for you. So that's why you want to make sure you do that. Now, if you use transaction coordinator, you're still going to have to make your SkySlope profile, because if you don't, if you never go into SkySlope, then technically there's no profile for you. So your transaction coordinator will look you up and say you don't exist. So you want to come in there, hit that SkySlope button, make sure it works. Just log in, make sure it looks like this with Realty1 Group Summit and your name in the top right corner right there. And you'll be ready to rock and roll. We're going to head back out to the dashboard. And what I want to show you guys next, we're going to jump into our one login. So here we can see things are already starting to get approved, and my profile is going up. It's increasing, right? So like I said, 70 to 80 is that sweet spot right there. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me or Grant. We'll be able to help you out. So again, like I just mentioned, I wanted to take transition into our one login. Now, the way to access this is right here is one login, of course. So we have our one zone page, and now we're in a one login. Now, the important thing about one login is that's going to be your hub. Think of like an app store for Realty1 related stuff. If you don't know where to access something, more often than not, it's going to be right here. For example, if you see here, it usually loads in your frequents, but you want to jump into your apps, everything. So that's going to give you the whole tile, the whole hub, dashboard, everything you pretty much want to get into. So for a brief overview, some of the important things right here at the very top is you're going to see brand guidelines. Now, why is it option called brand guidelines important is because this is where you're going to find a lot of freebies to use for social media, to use marketing guidelines for marketing, and where to access things like logos and color type and typography. For example, if I jump over to logo usage, it's going to give you a brief overview of how to use our logos, et cetera, not to like stretch them out or change the color in them because the branding is very important. But you're probably wondering, okay, now where do I get the ROG Summit affiliate logos, right? You want to get the ROG Summit. Well, that's pretty simple. If you come over here, we're back to our homepage right on the brand guidelines. You're going to see the spot here that says affiliates, and that's where we reside. So you come over to affiliates and you hit Summit, or you just type in Summit. Then it's going to give you a download option, like logo kits. All you would do is download this logo kit, extract it, and you're ready to rock and roll. You have all Realty One Group Summit logos, whether it be on a white background, a black background, whether it be with no background, so you can put it over your marketing pieces. It's all right there. Similarly, we do have our email signature right here. Now, this is a little different because you click download email signature. It's not really a download. It opens it up in a separate tab, which you would copy like this, paste it into your Gmail settings. Now, this is I mainly use Gmail, and most of the people that I help with mainly use Gmail. So it's pretty simple. You just plug it in, copy, paste it, and then you change the template up to match your name, and everything stays the same, like color, font size, everything. If you're using some other email and it's not quite working for you, that's something you have to talk to your email provider, because as for the most part, with Gmail, it's working pretty flawlessly. So that's how you do the email signature. It's a little tricky. It's not much of a download. It's more of a copy, paste, and edit it on your signature. But getting back to the brand guidelines, you can see here that we actually have this spot where it's video library, but right here it's called social assets. Now, a lot of people don't know this exists, and this is kind of the spot you can come in and just take and use what you want for yourself. Whether it be branding, you want to talk about Realty One Group right here. Now, especially for new agents who may not have that much experience or past sales to go off on, you can come in here, take these brandings and use it for yourself. Leverage the company, leverage the Realty One Group to your advantage. You can take any of this and use it for yourself. For example, if you don't have time to make holiday pieces, if you want to send something out to your database or your social media, come in here. Look we got Mother's Day, we got dark, we have light, we have Good Friday. This is just stuff in the past. Easter, St. Patrick's, 2021. All this stuff, easy to use. Just snag it, download it, and put it on your social media. You don't have to go and make it yourself if that's not your thing. If you just want to go out and get clients, or you're not very technically inclined to make graphics, just come in here, snag them, use them. Same thing, celebrations, social ads. You have a plethora of things to use for your advantage, even like just for one. Now, of course, a lot of these are pre-COVID, but you get what I'm coming at. You can just come here, take what you want, and use it to your advantage. So we also have a good spot here is actually our One Care program. A lot of agents are you have seen this and you probably don't really know exactly what's going on. Basically, in summary, for every transaction Realty One Group closes this year, they're going to plant a tree, and the goal is to plant 1,001,101 trees. Or if I said that right, but 1,1,1,1,1,1,1, you know how that goes, all one stuff. So that's a very cool way to kind of separate yourself from other brokerages. You say, hey, I choose to align myself with a brokerage that not only cares for me and my clients, but also cares, for everybody as a whole. We're doing stuff like this. So you can download images right here, Zoom backgrounds. But if you want to learn more about that Realty One Tree World, I can DM you the link later. Let's see if it's actually here. I'm not too tired. I think it's just social assets, image-wise. Yeah, it's probably on the Waking Up to Win where they have that on the blog. But yeah, that's pretty much the brand guideline. So it's a great spot to come in there and check out what they have to offer, use it for yourself. Like even if you come over here to like Business Essentials, I believe they have a listing kit in here. Yeah, so if you don't have a listing presentation at all, you can come in here, snag this, and use it for yourself and edit it for yourself. It's very, very good. It's extremely fresh and looking, and it's already branded to Realty One Group right there. So I would highly recommend coming in there for those without a listing kit, just downloading it, changing it for yourself. Other things here, come back to the one login. You can see we have our Sync CRM and websites. This is going to be the spot where you come in. If you don't have a website, if you're unfamiliar with it, if you don't have a database, you don't have a website, a CRM system, this is going to be that kind of catch-all, that all-in-one format for you. If it's your first time logging in, it's going to have to take time and build it for you. But once you're in, I'm not going to go in detail of it, but I'm going to do a brief overview of what exactly it has to offer. I do have classes going into the multiple portions of Sync, and I kind of break it down 3 ways. You have your public facing, which is website, your database, which is your clients, of course, and then your CRM portion, which is drip marketing and things like that. So here's your dashboard for Sync. You can access your contacts. You can access property searches, training videos, training documents, your website, which is that first pillar, right? This is the public facing. So this is what it looks like for me. And you have options to change style via template settings right here. So if you don't have a website, congratulations. We, Realtor One Group and Sync, provide one for you for absolutely for free. So you come in there, check that out. You also have your database, which you just showed you, but I click on this just to bring it up here. All contacts. Now for me, you look at familiar names because all the agents here that we have on your Realtor One Group. So it's gonna be different. But that's where you'll plug in your contacts in your database. And then of course we have our CRM portion, which, oops. Let's try to go back. Log back into Sync. Our CRM portion, which is right here, let's see, drip campaign, right? Here we go. So this is where we can make drip campaigns, make letters, schedule them out, put them under certain contacts, certain groups, typical CRM stuff, which again we've gone into. You can also check it out in their training document videos, which I can show you right here. They give you the 411. They give you really in-depth details on how to do everything on the Sync system, like with 49 minutes, 50 minutes. So if you got time to kill and you're looking to, be more in-depth with Sync, definitely check us out. We do have videos on our YouTube page as well, but they're not going to be in-depth as this. But if you're looking for that, if you're a kind of analytic-driven brain and you want the ins and outs, that'd be a good spot to check out. Other things to check out here on the One Login page, we do have our design tile, which is you're going to find. This is where you have to order, or you can order, I should say, already pre-templated designs for your listings, for sale signs, all right here. Let's give this some time to load. Yep, so you can see right here, you don't have to worry about it. You can just come in, order some signs, whether it be just for sale, open house, A-frame, single frames, whatever you want, all taken right there on one design. Now, this is important because this is design, I should say. See, even I got confused right now. But we also have a one design. So design and one design. Now, one design is where you're going to find stuff like printed material. You're going to have brochures. You're going to have business cards. You're going to have name badges, property flyers, all right here. Again, these are pre-templated. So if you don't really know how to work business cards like on Vistaprint or whatever, you can come in here, check these out, and you can edit them yourselves. We have a couple different designs, so you can go ahead and get that. Mike, let's see here. Mike, I think you're asking a question. Let's go ahead and unmute you. Ask to unmute.
There we go. Hey, you've got the, with all on the one, wow, I can't talk. The One Login, you've got all the apps up there. Where did you get all the rest of those apps? Because I've only got 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, no problem. So like I mentioned earlier, you probably might be on Frequency, right? So what you want to do is go to your apps, everything. That might be, so see the spot right here?
Oh, okay. There it is.
Now let's see that. Did that work for you?
Yep. Thank you.
You got it. Hey, no problem. That's why we do this. No problem. No problem. All right. I'll get back to here. And then just perfectly raise your hand again. If you got another question, I'll be able to help you out there. But this is going to be our spot where you can, as you can see, they have multiple business cards already pre-templated for you. So you just come in here, for example, say which one you like. I like this one, right? How do I edit it? You just go ahead and select back template. Then you can go ahead and customize it once you've done that. So we can customize, and we can say, I can actually do this for you. Well, not me, but we do have the options. I think if you need help, but for the most part, we let our agents take care of that themselves. You can customize it right there. So that's where you access that printed material. So one design, not design, but one design. Moving on, we do have spots for let's see here. I think I just get something up here. No, Move Easy. We do have classes on that. That is a lifetime concierge service where if you sign up, or this is an important part. Some agents had said because the way Move Easy works, integrated with our transaction system on a company-wide level. So some clients, some agents, their clients will automatically be sent stuff from Move Easy, and they want to opt out of it. They don't want anybody else, reaching out to their clients before they get that rapport with it. So I will show you how to do this because Move Easy does it automatically. Come into your Move Easy account, jump into your settings right here, account settings. And right here, automated client invitation is actually a button. If you don't want that, just click it off just like so. And it should automatically save, and that will prevent Move Easy from emailing your clients without your knowledge. Or I shouldn't say without your knowledge, but automatically. What do I mean by lifetime concierge service? Essentially, once your clients go into a transaction in escrow, they're going to reach out to them and say, okay, here's the next steps. Here's a checklist of the moving process. Here's some vendors if you need some vendors, some recommendations. And it's for them. It follows them for life, and it's all free. So you can see here, you can have a spot for clients and all that, but I won't get into the gist of it here. We do have classes, and they're all training videos on that as well. But it's also an important topic because, like I said, some agents, they want to not have that invite right there. So again, go to your settings, account settings, and turn that off if that's what you wish to do. Next on the list, we do have things that I like to use is going to be the Waking Up to Win, which is here at the bottom. We also have our one resource guide. This is a spot we can access information if you want to get started. Zone resources, one University branding, blah, blah, blah. We have blogs right there for you. That's a good spot to check out. We have the one shop where you can get, Realty One Group branded material, One University, which is exactly what it sounds like, kind of just a spot where you can come in and check out classes and get some education done right there. We also have our Real Scout, which is going to be a buyer-centric, a buyer-focused platform. Again, this is all provided to you by free, but I really like Real Scout. Essentially, works itself like a Zillow, like a third-party home search site. So while Sync does that, I do like the look of Real Scout better. I think as a buyer platform, it does that portion better. That's just my opinion. Because here you can see here that I have myself an example on my dashboard. It gives me analytics, like they open this email, so you can see your ROI, see if your contacts are actually looking at what you send them. You also have spots where you can check in the conversations. You can message them all through the buyer platform just to show you what exactly the Real Scout platform looks like. Here is what it is, and it has an insane amount of fields for you. So you can get really in-depth when you're looking for a client who may be specific in what they're searching for. I know it's pretty hard these days. It's a seller's market, but if you need that powerhouse of a search platform, you have it right here. Also, if you're not that too tech savvy, you also have a pre-made landing page, which you can put on your social media and share it for yourself. You can say customized landing page. You can post that for you. It does it all for you right there. Bada bing, bada boom. That is Real Scout. One of my favorite things we have to offer. Let's go ahead and click out on these so we're not bogged down. Okay, then to tighten it all up, or to round up today's class, we do have Waking Up to Win. Now, Waking Up to Win, you might have heard, we might have gotten emails about it from myself, from Realty One Group, from Cami. You might have heard Grant mention it. We always kind of try to keep it front of mind because it does have a lot to offer, but people have trouble finding it, and that's no problem. Even it's just buried at the bottom. Waking Up to Win. But here you can see we have a calendar, right? This is a ROG-centric style stuff, so you can see exactly what they're offering. So if I put our weekly calendars out there on our Facebook page, but that's tied into mostly for us specifically. Whereas Waking Up to Win, you can see what they offer company-wide. So today, for example, is Tuesday. If we jump into here, we have one login, kind of what I'm doing. Okay, that's funny. Interesting. Wow. One login, one zone, essential research. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So we have the same track line apparently. We also have Instagram reviews. You just get what I'm talking about. Important thing is you might want to check out and register yourself for classes. Here's a class on Move Easy, right? Taking place on the 20th, while we have Real Scout right here. So you can check it out. Also, on our calendar system, you do have access on Waking Up to Win if you wanted to check out previously recorded things if they were recorded. So let's just say, let's see. Here we have one marketplace partner, Agent Town Hall, right? This was last month on April 7th. You can see the webinar right here. If I click on that, we have the replay going up. So if there's something you missed, don't feel bad. More than likely, it might be on their Waking Up to Win on their calendar, and you'll be able to rewatch that as they record that webinar. So that's all you like to talk about Waking Up to Win. They have a lot of stuff right there, and you can check out everything they offer free. I believe they also have a podcast as well. Let me scroll down here. Let me try to find it. Yeah, podcasts, which you can see and access to. Most of the podcast was taken, I think, last year, but you do have access to that in audio or video form. May 10th, 2021 was the last one. Okay, sweet. So you can see that in video form. Awesome. But yeah, so that is pretty much a brief overview of our one zone profile, which we filled out just a bit, and then our one login right here. Now, it's a lot to take in, and everything as you go in one by one is pretty overbearing. So I take it as you go. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now, or you can feel free to email me and or Grant, and we will be able to more than likely help you out with what you got. More than likely, if you have a question, another agent has the same question, so don't be afraid to ask. We are here to help. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and open up right now for questions. If you want to type it in chat or ask me unmuted, go ahead and I'll see if I can help you out. But that is today's class, so thank you for checking it out. And I will not see you next week. I will be gone next week, so don't look for a Tech Tuesday class next week. But I'll be here all this week, and I'll be able to help you out.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good refresher for me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mike. Thanks for asking your question.
Yeah, it helped out a lot. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man. Sometimes it's just one click, and it's just like, wow, of course. You know?
Right in front of me, too.
Yeah, that's how it is. I lived it myself. Have a good one, everybody.
Thanks, John. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.